Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Elise Snowy. An amber alert out of Wautoma today, ending in Nebraska after authorities, state troopers, stopped a suspect vehicle and found an 8-year-old girl safe. That girl, Irene Lentz, was found inside the vehicle along with her mother, Betty Lentz. Police say 44-year-old Joseph Nickpon was driving and was taken into custody without incident. The stop happened on Interstate 80 west of Gretna, Nebraska. Now, the amber alert was issued earlier this morning. Investigators say Nickpon, a registered sex offender on supervised release, had removed his GPS tracking bracelet in Adams County. He was released from prison on March 31st on charges including sexual assault of a child. Nickpon is now being held in the Cass County Jail. Irene was taken into protective custody while her mother was taken in for questioning. Nickpon is prohibited from having contact with both Irene and Betty. The investigation is ongoing.